Hello students, coming to Java Programming Lab, exercise 4, methods. And in this exercise 4, we have two programs related to methods topic and the two programs related to constructor method of a class or normal general method of a class. Okay, coming to Java Programming Lab here for exercise 4 methods. Coming to this exercise 4 methods, first program, write a Java program to implement constructor overloading. And we know that constructor is a special method defined for a class. And we can overload these constructor methods of a class. And overloading means defining the constructor with same name and they differentiate about their parameter list and return type. And here constructor special method doesn't have any return type. So the difference among these constructor overloading nothing but defining same constructors with same name, but the parameter list may be different. So coming to this example, here I have taken my class name as exercise 4A, first program. Here I have instance variables for this program example consideration here, student details slide. So I need to get the details about the student like roll number and name of the student and age of the student. These are the instance variables we have defined in class ex4a. Coming to the default constructor here and the class name constructor name same here, the class name is ex4a. So the constructor name is same as class name and here no parameter list here. So automatically what we call to like to this constructor as default constructor. And I'm going to access two instance variables roll number and name and initializing with values 501 to roll number and CSC is a string assigning to string variable, string instance variable name here. Right? Only these two are accessed in this constructor. Coming to another constructor ex4a with same name, but the parameter list is different. In the previous one, there is no constructors here, parameters here, but here we have two parameters for this constructor. It is a parameterized constructor. One integer variable we are passing and along with string or parameter, and both are passing when the object is created about this class. For this class, this parameterizer constructor will call by passing these integer and string value as two parameters for this constructor when the object of this class creates. Okay, create. Then coming to the roll number initializer with I value received for constructor here, and S is a string we received for this constructor when it is invoked. And the name, this string literal is assigned to name here. So these are the two types of constructors. One is default constructor and this one is a parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor here. And I have another parameterized constructor, but not this time, not only the previous parameterizer constructor is expecting only two arguments when it is invoked, but this is the constructor with same name, but it expecting three parameters when it was invoking. The first parameter is int I, the second parameter is string literal, and third one is an integer. And here I'm using these three parameters of this constructor passed when this constructor invoke. The I is initialized to roll number of the instance variable of the class, and S is initialized to string name, and J is initializing the age instance variable of this class. And coming to one method, that is display method. In this display method, we are displaying roll number along with name and age in a table format. and we are displaying the values right here. Coming to the main function, so I have created one object x1 of this class and used a new operator for creating memory and creating this object of this class ex4a. And I am accessing the display function, this display function, member function of this class, and member method, it's a method, display method. And I can allow to access this method by using that object of the class. X1 is an object, and using this dot operator, we can invoke this method in the for execution, x1 dot display. So it display which constructor will call here. So if you observe, and when we are creating our this x1 object of this class, we use here one constructor called default constructor here. So here the default constructor will call. So automatically what this default constructor doing here, it displaying the values of this roll number and name as 501 and CSC. These two values will display on the screen for this display method, and age value here it is expecting, and 0 default value will display. And coming to x2 object, for creating this one, we use one constructor with two parameters. We pass two parameter values to this constructor when it is creating x2 object. So it displays, it goes to constructor, and there are three constructors defined here, but three constructors, the parameter constructor with two parameters is this one. So this constructor will invoke to create x2 object, and the values as we pass with this 401 and EC will initialize to roll number and name here, and age will display default 0. Got it? And the same way we are creating another object x3 for passing three parameters to the constructor like this, 201 triple 20. So 201 will loaded into instance variable 201, and triple is loaded into name, and 20 is loaded into age. When it displaying x3 accessing display, it display all the values roll number, name, and age. Got it? So this is the function here, and see the process of execution here. So what is the class name here? Java C is a compiling command in Java program, and file name is ex exercise 4a dot java. This is the compilation process, and there are no errors in this code. And run this code, Java space exercise 4a, this one. So as if they see one, the first one displaying default constructor values and age default 0, 501 CSC. This is default constructor. And this second row information about parameterizer with two parameters, 401 and EC, like this it displayed. And the third row information here about student, we passed three values to the constructor. So it displays like this. Got it? Now, coming to the second program, Java program, write a Java program, implement method overloading. And method overloading, right now we just seen constructor overloading. Constructor is a special method of a class, and in generally class may contains different methods, and we can overload those methods also. And see here, consider a class product, and here this class has one method called multiply, and it expecting two parameters a and b, and simply this method displaying on the screen product of two values are a into b. Given two parameters are multiplied with each other and giving output as a product of the two values. And I have another method in the same class, product class, and here the name of the function is same multiply. and both method names are multiplied. So this process of doing is called method overloading, and here the method return type is same and method name is same, but here the concept is parameter list to this method is different. Here it is two parameters and this method has three parameters as arguments. So it returns and it displays on the screen product of three values A, B, C, right? And coming to the main function or another class, main class here, ex4b, and I have given which class contains main method, that class will be considered as a main class, and that main class name should be the file name in the Java. Okay, now coming to main method here. So we define one class for this product class. X is an object of product class, and here we call this method multiply by passing two values 6 into 10, 6 comma 10. And what this method do with these two parameters, it multiplies and gives the product of these two values. So this is okay. And when we are calling the same object using the same object, we are calling again method name multiply by passing three parameters. So when we are calling a method with two parameters, the compiler will go and verify is there any method with two parameters, the name called mul, mul. Then if there is that type of method, it invokes. The same way here also the object called this multiply method with three parameters, compiler goes and verifies in the class about the signature and definition like this of this method with three parameters, then it is invoked. So this way the method so can be overloaded in as simple as here. And let me show you the execution part of this one. So coming to here, what is the file name? Java C space. What is the file name? Exercise 4b dot Java. So no errors. Then run the program Java space ex4b. Run it. So the product of two values given 6 comma 10. So that is 60, and the product of three values we pass 10, 6, 5. So 300, right? This way. So this way, these two methods will invoke and execute and do these programs, exercises, and uh, note in your observations. Right? So this exercise 4 of methods having two programs. One is constructor overloading and another one is method overloading. And do these programs Friday first program and Saturday second one for B section, and A section Monday first program, Tuesday second program. Okay, thank you.